Hello. Welcome to the Humble Idiots Podcast. I am Infuse.
I am Daniel Pinecone, also known as Daniel. Should have said that.
I am. What did you say? I'm known as Sky. I I'm not here.
Ska.
I still screwed
Okay.
that up, but whatever.
But hello, welcome. We have been at this for a while, but me, Infuse, and Scar have all decided to make a podcast, and we've been
Yeah.
waiting for a while to actually get recording, or finally actually recording this after what, like
It's been a while.
3 or 4 months of the group being up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even after we got the name all figured out.
Mhm.
yeah, it's been a hot minute.
Very hot minute. And this is our first one.
First episode.
First episode, as you can see here. First episode.
Yeah, as you can
No.
see on Daniel. Right next to Daniel.
Daniel's got it all fancy schmancy over there. I ain't got
Oh
nothing.
yeah. I just got a couch.
Hey, we're
Yeah,
all
I just
trying to figure out backgrounds and shit, but we'll figure
Hey,
out as we continue.
I just got a Christmas tree.
you got a tree.
You got a tree just sitting in your room. How does
Yep,
that
it's
feel?
not gonna move. Smells pretty good. Smells like pine tree.
Smells like country. Isn't it like a fake tree though?
Yes, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so we do have a lot of questions that we can run through, but
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
just a little bit. We have a couple questions. I'm not gonna really put
Get into yet.
too much of us as a full into everything.
Yeah.
Also, it sucks because I don't want to tab off of my thing to put myself on streamer mode.
Hmm. I put myself on. I have a key bond.
I do not, unfortunately.
Hmm.
And if I tab off, then the recording's gonna go all wonky.
Ah. Yeah, I always set key bonds for stuff like that.
Yeah, because your brother wanted to put something in chat.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I wonder if I can do it from here. Because if I tab over, then I feel like we would have to restart, but I don't want to.
It's all good.
Okay, let's get this just started. So, if you guys had to choose a color to dye your hair, what would it be?
Uh
Hmm.
so I've already been through a couple hair colors.
Yeah.
N-
You have?
Orange. It wasn't a bright orange, but it was darker. I tried to go for a dirty blonde and it didn't really work out too
Mm.
much. Purple when I was like a lot younger. But if I had to pick, I think I'd go brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Because I
know.
don't like having, colored hair. I
My
think it'd just
parents
be
wouldn't
weird.
allow me to, bruh. I'd always want to, like, color my hair red and stuff. But I
Ninja.
would try to go for, like, probably unique colors or have, like, certain
Yeah.
strands, like red or blue, something like that.
That's kind of what I was thinking of doing a while, like a couple years ago. I was like, nah.
Try to put a design on it.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be easier.
You what?
So, well, obviously my hair is naturally red, but I've
Yeah,
done
you
like
can't pick
a
red.
I've done like a lighter teal, and I've wanted to do like a brownish, but that's if I do, it'll be brown. But
I
that
think it
yeah,
looked
that's fine.
weird with your facial hair too.
Yeah, red facial hair, brown
Well,
head hair.
Yeah,
I think he would have to dye his facial hair as well.
just dye his whole face.
For
Yeah,
everyone to know, Scar does have facial hair, but since he's a redhead, he can't really see it in the light.
Yeah,
uh, and I shaved like
Oh,
any
a
shade.
couple
I
head
did
hair
too,
too.
but it's starting
Yeah,
to
I need
come back a little.
I need to shave.
Well, you went and trimmed earlier, so.
Mustache, yeah.
I
Okay,
noticed something looked a little different about you.
then.
Barely though. Mine's growing in the way I want it to.
Okay. Do.
Alright, so you need to move. Get out of my okay.
I don't know if I could do that one. I don't really watch movies.
uh, I don't really watch
Um,
movies either.
yeah.
Well, let's just get it out of the way if I can find it. Where was it? Okay. What's
I'm
your
your
favorite
supervisor.
movie and why?
Ooh.
Alright, I'll start off. I gotta say, out of the little bit of movies that I've watched, Polar Express is at the bottom. I'm just saying
oh.
that. But my
I
favorite,
recently watched that again.
Mm-hmm.
my I gotta say my favorite has got to be Sandlot. It's a baseball movie, dude.
Uh,
Because I used to be so into baseball, and it's just I love that movie.
I like comedies, kind of like like the scary movie series for like the 1 through 4. Big Hero 6 was a good one. But I haven't really watched any like too recently to actually go into that. I'd probably just say Big Hero 6. Mm.
Mhm. How about you?
That's hard. I don't think I really have a favorite one, but it's gotta be an Adam Sandler one. I just can't remember the name of it.
Oh,
Oh
damn.
yeah,
Adam Sandler movies are always fucking good, bro.
I
Hmm.
love Adam Sandler movies.
I just can't remember the name of it. Always when I want to say it, I can't
I
remember.
th- Pixel was, I think it's named Pixel, where they fight like robot or fucking characters from video games because they
Yeah,
sent up a recording of old video games.
yeah, I think.
That was actually a good movie. Let's see.
Okay, wait, Daniel. I don't know if you got this question on there, but I have a question for all of us. It's also, what is your favorite TV show and why?
Oh,
Like Netflix, Hulu, whatever. If you don't watch TV shows, you don't gotta answer.
I watch anime. I don't really watch TV shows or
Okay.
reality shows. Like I only usually watch them when my grandpa is watching them. But
Mhm.
for those, I would probably say like either Lucifer. I don't really know. I'd probably say Lucifer. That's the main one I
My,
watch.
I got two favorites that I just can't pick. The Rookie. It's a cop show. Very love it. I've rewatched it so many times. It's so fucking good. And Dexter.
That's your recent one.
That's my recent one, Dexter. What about you, one? Scar.
Probably like Shameless because I like just what they do. Like They're trying to get
Shameless.
up off the ground.
Shameless is
It's
funny.
good. Yeah,
I've watched it before.
I love the spots where Frank is just getting up in the middle of nowhere, kind of like Trevor from GTA. He just gets up in a random spot every time.
Yeah.
Mm. I think
That's
Resident
probably
Alien was also a good one.
Mhm.
And I haven't watched it, but like 911 or whatever it's called.
mm,
I think I've watched 911 before on Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched a little bit of it. I wasn't really that into it.
Let me.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have that one on here. Do, 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 do.
Gonna get out of my way. Oh Lord, everything's falling over.
I don't know for this
Yeah.
one, but it is if you could have a superpower, but it has to be kind of useless, what would it be?
Hmm. Okay, you guys gotta go because I gotta think. I don't really have an idea.
Yeah,
Damn.
I don't know either because it's a superpower, but it has to be kind of useless. I'd probably
Okay,
say like either like flight or invisibility, but it's only like you can only
I mean
use it a certain time.
that could be useful, but not really. Like flight, it can get you out of bad situations, but invisibility not so much unless you're hiding from somebody.
Yeah. But yeah, invisibility, if you're hiding from someone, you would have to be there for like probably a long time or something.
Yeah, that's
would would teleportation be one? Like
that'd be like
teleport?
really useful. I think
Uh,
that would be useful because you
like,
can just go
I would say
anywhere.
for this one, you can choose anything, but it would just have, like, you could just put something on it that makes it kind of useless. Like I was saying, for like flight or invisibility, it has like a time limit. So if you
I think
get to that time limit, it like you're out of it.
I think for me, I'd go with telekinesis, but
Ooh.
you can only use it for 10 seconds at a time.
Yeah. That.
yeah, I'm thinking maybe like kind of like Ant-Man, where you can go really big and really small, but we can only use it like twice.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's good.
What else you got, Daniel?
If you could be any animal or mythic creature, what would you be and why?
God dang it.
German Shepherd. I want to be a police dog.
um,
I don't know. That's just the one thing. If I was an animal, that's what I'd want to be.
I would say a pit bull.
Just so you know, you can go for mythic creatures as well.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What do you want me to
I
pick? The Loch Ness monster?
I would probably be a fucking dragon,
God dang it, I was gonna say that.
bro.
Uh,
Okay, T-Rex. There we go. Perfect. Well, that's not really mythic, but nowadays, kinda.
I'd probably
I'm
also be
sticking with
like a
my
Shiba
answer.
Emu if I had to choose anything else.
I'm not even gonna
Yeah,
ask. So
a
I don't know.
Doge.
Doge.
Dogecoin.
Yeah,
Coach.
Doge.
Doge.
That's the only way I've known that breed is Doge. Of
Yeah, most people know it as Doge, but it's a Shiba Emu.
yeah.
Hmm. If you could start a rumor about yourself, what would it be?
Oh God.
All
Don't make it too weird.
right.
Don't make it.
Uh, that God. I really don't know. That's a hard one.
Well, I would probably I'm like fast. Make a rumor that I'm like a super
Super
fast person,
fast.
but I don't really run.
Uh, well, I think I got one. I went to prison. I broke out, and I fled the country. I went to Germany.
No, no, no. This was an actual rumor about me. I got deported.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Bro, I hated that rumor.
So
Yeah,
for
you were so
context,
mad.
everyone
I
thinks Chase is a Mexican. It's a joke
Everyone
between
thinks
us,
I'm Mexican.
but he's not. But everyone, like one of his friends, ended up saying he got deported and shit, which ended
One of
up
my
spreading
friends
around.
started a rumor that I got deported and it went around the middle school closest to us. I was like I had to post on my story. I was like, guys, I did not get deported. I
If
don't
you
know if it
did, I
was
think everyone would know about it. Okay, well that was that one. Do. We're actually blasting through these now. Okay, do. Where do you hope to be in 5 years from now?
mm, um what do I hope to be or where do I hope to be?
Where do you hope to be in 5 years from now?
You cut out the first. You say where? Sorry.
Where do you hope to be in 5 years from now?
Successful. And this, Twitch, YouTube, whatever.
I would probably say the same thing, like being successful, but I'd probably hope to be in like probably on a mountain or something.
Uh in a house with a couple friends too. Let's have a good time.
It could be that.
Mm, Probably, well, like Chase sitting in a house with a couple friends. Um, Probably be a decent mechanic. I mean, I already am, but like maybe try and start up my own little shop and
Hmm.
I'd say for
have,
besides YouTube and like streaming and making music, I'd probably just want to be like a pilot. Be an average
yeah,
pilot, probably be out there helping teach people how to fly.
I told I told everyone this. I said if YouTube and Twitch doesn't work out, I'm going to welding school.
And well,
So
yeah, you get paid a lot for that.
be a decent welder.
and then he can come work for me. Wait, what?
I might take you up on that.
I'll pay you good. I'll pay you good. I'll buy you toys since that's what you like.
What is the silliest reason you ever gotten in trouble or missed a appointment?
Oh Jesus. Got wait.
Wait,
Okay. Gotten in
repeat that.
trouble.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't think getting in trouble would be like getting grounded or something, but like you being funny or something and then you accidentally get in trouble because someone like yells at you or something.
Ooh.
What was the question, Daniel?
It is what's the silliest reason you ever gotten in trouble or missed an appointment? So like doctor's appointment or something.
Silliest reason I got in trouble. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
that's mm,
I'm not really. Not going. I
Neither do
mean,
I.
I mean, I got in trouble in school once because a kid, I don't even know him, but he hid the whiteboard marker under the like monitor or whatever, and I got in trouble for it.
Hmm.
And he was just joking around, but yeah, I got in trouble for it.
for me. I would say we hated our teacher so much. She didn't really know how to teach and everything. So me and my friends ended up bringing like toys to school, and we would be over here with like a fucking whoopee cushion in back of class in the desk, and we would squeeze in the desk and be like, huh,
I
what
think
happened?
my silliest reason I got in trouble stabbing holes in an eraser at school.
What?
Yes.
Get this, I'm in the back of the class, back left of the class, because the teacher put me back there because in the front of the class I'm a disturbance apparently.
Damn.
So I'm just in the back of the class minding my business, stabbing holes in my eraser, and I get in trouble for it. It's my eraser. Like,
I say either that or we would always grab all the markers and make swords out of them and
Yes.
fucking smack
Oh
each
my
other and shit.
god. We would get in so much trouble for that. Sick, like 4 or 5 markers together. Bam. But I remember in Spanish class I was in the back because, like Jay said, I was also a disturbance, and when I was sitting in the back of the class, I was right in that corner. So I took all the pencils out of the desk that the kids left previously, and I'd push them against the bricks, and they'd stick. And then I'd leave them there, and I'd get in trouble for it.
What about those like
Like,
pieces of paper and shit that people would get and then they would just fling it straight up into the roof?
oh yeah.
pencils too. Just gonna toss those up. And
So, on the topic of school, for current or past, what is the like worst accident that either happened at your school or happened to you at school?
how
I would say
can
for
I say?
me, it was back in fifth grade. We were all outside. It was pretty windy, and me and some people were near a gas line. It was like natural gas that sticks out of the ground, and a tree had ended up breaking, like a branch from it broke, and smacked the pipe and actually disconnected it. And we were actually super close. Like if I didn't move, I would have probably got hit. But when that happened, like they had to evacuate the school to the complete opposite side and have firemen go in and shut it off.
I think one of the craziest things that happened. I think I was in fourth grade, and we were having cafeteria in the lunchroom. It was um, that's it. We were having lunch in the cafeteria. Jesus, brother. Um, and I don't know what the feck happened, but I just looked over in the kitchen and I just saw fire. I don't know what happened, but we had to evacuate after that. It was at my older school where I used to live.
Mhm. Craziest thing that probably happened in our school was. Wait, you said the craziest thing that like happened in general or to me, like to us?
So it can
Yeah,
either be something crazy like something happening to you or in general, like the school.
Hmm. Getting yelled at for trying to climb up the side of the school.
bro.
Well, some crazy
um,
things is like in fourth grade and shit. I used to be heavily pain like tolerant or whatever, but I couldn't
mhm.
really deal with pain. So I was being called out of class because I was a person who needed extra help. So we're going to an extra help group, and I smacked my leg on my chair as I got out of it, and I ended up going into the hallway in this big group, and I just fell over, and I was like unconscious for a few minutes.
Hmm.
Or there's some few times where like bomb threats went off, and then we actually had to close our school. Or it was so windy one time where they physically had to close school. Everyone went home early. Fucking people are like in the storm, like fucking walking like this, fucking completely sideways, trying to walk out of there.
Yeah, that's like when I went to my friend JT's house once a couple of years ago in April. It was tornado season here, and there was a tornado just a couple miles down the road, and me and him had to walk through it to his neighbor's house, and it you could see it was right there, and that wind was just it was
Uh, I'm surprised the wind out here got crazy. Like this is like we're out in mountains, like like the mountain is right there.
mm,
So it's crazy how it got super windy. Like I think it was almost like 70 miles per hour winds or some shit like that.
Jesus. Yeah, when we were in Utah, well Moab that one year, our truck just got sandblasted, and our tent was just a ball. Everything in there was just gone. I had a water bottle sitting in there. It was completely sealed. The sand went up through the threads into the water bottle. I was like, that's when you know the wind is hard.
Great.
And yeah, it was like this much sand in our tent after that.
I don't know if this question is on there, Daniel, but what is the funniest thing that you guys have done with your friends?
Mm.
Shit, I don't know. I do a lot of dumb shit. It's
I think
funny to
for
us,
me,
but it's dumb, dangerous, like crazy.
we just look like complete idiots. But it was storming, like really bad, just pouring the feckin' rain. And my cousin got this idea. He said, "Guys, we should take off our shirt and pants and just go in underwear and run around in the rain and slide in the grass and stuff." We did that. We did that for like an hour, and then the storm started to die down. Dude, we were soaked, and like we had grass all over us.
I used to do that with my cousins.
Yeah, I got pretty bad rain over here, but we don't really get flooding, but it flooded pretty good where like trash cans and shit are like going down the street.
Racing in the street.
And we were like, I just went out and I was just like, wee everywhere, just having fun. But I don't know. I do a lot of dumb shit more than actually too much fun shit.
Mhm.
Like we drive around. Like my friend has hopped on my hood, and we drove around in
Oh,
circles. It was not that time when I almost killed him,
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
but we just go around and like do donuts and do dumb shit.
Yeah, I don't. I've really not done some stupid stuff with any friends because I don't really have any. But
Like in
I don't know.
person.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember. If I do remember anything, I'll bring it up. But
It kind of sucks for you because you're kind of like in the middle of nowhere, but you're not at the same time. You know what I mean?
right. Yeah.
And all your
But
friends like live
I would think the
decent and
funnest
far
thing
away.
you guys could do is go like buggying around and shit, and take your ATVs and go through the mountains and or go rock crawling and shit with your jeep.
right. Yeah, that we actually make a lot of friends when we do that, but I don't because I'm just a fucking kid.
The younger
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
Mostly
Well.
just older guys, in their 20s, 30s, rock crawling.
Mhm.
Well,
And
once
like
you
you
get up
said,
there, then it's kind of it's a little bit of a hobby, but you're doing it. But sometimes people older usually do it to like show off their skills and
Yeah.
how much they learn. But as a kid, you're doing it and like you're having fun while doing it, and you're not really
right.
thinking of competition. But you can get some pretty
Hmm.
cool photos or moments, like seeing scars show videos of people like actually
Flipping.
flipping their buggies
Yeah.
was actually
I
funny.
was just about to say something about that. That one guy that
Yeah,
fucking flipped.
he went up and did this, and
Fell over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was, dude, it was hilarious because I was walking over there because I heard him, wah, pa, 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 pa. I was walking over there and I hear, whoosh. I'm like, oh crap. So I start running. I'm like, no way. That was hilarious because you're just walking, chilling, and then you just hear crunch, scrape, scratch. It'd be fine. Yeah, like Luca's dad, he's flipped his buggy a few times on its like lid.
Mm. Wasn't he rock crawling like a couple days ago?
Yeah, he went to Golden Mountain, Tennessee, something like that. I mean, me and Luca have done some pretty dumb stuff,
Yeah.
but we never really hang out because he
You
lives 2 hours
guys,
away. So
yeah, you moved.
oh, I'm closer to him now.
Oh,
Moved further down in Wisconsin.
Mhm.
But yeah, Chase, like you said earlier, like I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, especially now, because now it's just a highway, and
Yeah.
10 miles that way is town, but 10 miles that way is town, and
yeah,
well,
you're on a farm now, so you
yeah,
do get more freedom to go around.
Move
But
around and do,
yeah,
do what you want. I'm not like
yeah,
do what you want, but I mean like drive your stuff around and
I'm mostly smack
right,
dab in a city, so I can't really go in like a big property and like do donuts or anything else.
that's how it is
mhm,
with me. I mean, it's not big, but I mean like I could go places. I know this whole town like the back of my hand. But I mean, like, there's not stuff to do here. It's just boring because I've seen it all. I've done mostly almost everything here except for drive around and stuff. So it's running out of
That's
things to do.
that's what we do as kids. Like before we get into like gaming and shit, we usually always go explore like every inch of town when we're
Even the woods. I've
like
explored the
five,
woods
like
too.
8, 9, 10 years old. You're always like running around. Like this area I'm in, like I pretty much know everywhere. Like I know how to get like shortcuts to get places.
Yeah, when I went on Google Maps that one night, you were like, "Yeah, this is this, that is that, this is this, that is that." Like,
Yeah.
holy crap, dude! Yeah, like the town that our shop is in. Me and my friend Andrew rode from the park is called Sunset Park. We rode from there basically the whole border of town and all through. So I pretty much know everything now. But we were also riding through at like midnight, so we couldn't see anything.
For
Yeah.
us and some people, like now since I'm kind of getting into BMXing, like doing tricks and shit, we've actually went around and like kind of rolled through the streets and found some spots where we can actually do tricks. But years ago, that used to be fun. Like I had mountain bikes and shit, and some BMX. But we would put
That's what I
lights and
have.
shit on our bikes and like ride at night.
Mhm.
You guys ever do the water bottle trick on your bike?
Yeah, where you
Oh,
smack a fucking water bottle straight into
Yeah,
your
on the
wheel,
back tire.
and then rain, 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 rain. You know,
It's like you on a motorcycle or something. Bike.
I did. I mostly did the cards, putting the cards back there.
Yeah.
yeah, I
As a
never really could.
as of recently, I did instead of doing cards or anything, I just put cards in the spokes to make it look cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't remember ever doing the card one, or not card, the bottle one. But I put my foot in it and it hurt, but it made a nice sound.
Man, every time I did that, I was off the bike, like.
Well, that's one way I had to stop my bike back. Well, still now because I don't have brakes. Well, I do, but they're seized, so I kind of have to either drag my foot on the ground or stick it in the back tire and
Yeah.
Since we're
just
talking
break
about
my foot.
bikes, what's the worst accident you had on
I
a
was
push bike?
just about to ask that. Um doesn't does a like a electric bike count?
I guess
Like,
it could be, yeah.
Cuz so it's this is my friend's electric bike, by the way. I was just riding it going like 20, 25 miles an hour, maybe a little faster. I'm not too sure. And I didn't see a pothole. I hit that thing fucking head first. I went sideways. I bent the front tire like completely, and I scraped up my legs, my elbow, and my hand pretty bad. I walked back to his house holding the bike, like I'm sorry, I
Oh,
didn't mean to
Jesus.
crash. He wasn't mad. He was just like, "Dang, bro, you okay?" Like, nah,
Dang, bro.
fucking hurts.
You good? Man,
Nah,
I
I'm
had
not
to
good.
walk 20 miles just to get here, bro. That's fine. I
Then my
think
cousin was laughing,
for
tiring.
me, I we have a big hill near us, but I took some of my friends' old bikes and we made a BMX bike and I was flying down this hill probably at least going 20 or something, and I was going left and right, and I like went back, and the chain popped,
Ooh.
Oh,
and it sent me off the bike, and I slid with the bike to the side of the road, and I went probably 10 to 15 feet sliding on my back.
hmm.
I
Or
gotta
there's a
say, bike
time where
crashes.
I was being dumbasses with my friend, and he was on the pegs, I was riding the bike, and we both went no hands. And we both just went wee and fell on the ground.
See, I don't know how people ride on those pegs. I could never figure it out.
I've done it twice, but it's hard.
It's hard. Like my shoes and everything got caught up in tires and shit.
It's just trying to get like your feet back there and standing on it while it's moving too. But or you could
Yeah.
just kind of get on it, get on a pedal with one foot, and then that's some, or you can just push like a skateboard.
Mm.
I do it the complicated way. But uh, uh, when I was younger, I still have the bike. Nice, beautiful, like maroon red bike. And I was riding by my grandpa's house one day, and chain popped off, locked up the back wheel. He has like brick walls going up to his yard because just that's how that town is. And they're like little steps. Like really sharp. I sent me into one and just all up my arm, my leg. I was like,
Mm.
and then there's this other one at our old house when I was younger, when I used to hang out with all the neighbors. There's this one guy that would always do like 50 through that little spot. We were just pulling out of our little driveway, and when we got out by the mailboxes, dude was coming. We had to like jump off to our bikes. He almost got it.
Mm.
It was close. But
If you still remember, Chase, he can say it. I didn't mean to cut you off earlier.
oh,
Me?
Yeah, you were gonna say something, but then I cut you off.
I don't even remember.
Damn. Shit. Huh.
and no, I'm not queso. I'm just a little bigger than these two.
Okay. You randomly said
Just,
that. That's crazy.
yep.
Huh.
Man, this keyboard is bright. Let me turn that down. Man,
What was your guys' like fascination as a child?
I don't know.
like child. How old is that? Like to 10 years old?
Like around 10 years old, 10, 8,
Wow.
like 9, somewhere around there.
Well, when I was like 10, I was glued to like Unspeakable. And I was like, I want to be just like him one day.
I feel that.
so, so that pretty much.
Back then, it
I
used to
think
like
me,
I did GTA, or I went outside and like had a fascination of the stars and shit.
Yeah.
I think this is like I did like the stars. I not like just randomly. I just sit outside and just look up, just look at them. And um I don't know if Daniel's ever been to a beach, and I don't know if you experienced this, but just waking up early in the morning when you're at the beach, just watching the sun come up.
Shit, yeah, I've never seen a beach, sadly.
It
I mean, when I was really young, we went to Florida and we had a house right on the beach. Yeah, I kind of remember the sun coming up, but I mainly remember the sun going down because it'd be really red.
It just looks so nice. It's just something about it.
Yeah, I had a fascination with the stars, kind of so much that as I was riding a bike one day, it was getting dark and stars were coming out, and I was just looking up while we're riding, and I didn't notice a car
Oh,
in front of me, and I just went boom, and the entire back tire just goes up, and I was like, well, I was too busy like staring at the fucking stars to notice a car in front of me, so I hit it. No car alarm, no nothing. My bike was kind of stuck under the bumper, but we kind of like pulled it back. It was all fine, and we just rode off like nothing happened. Or cops and
like
robbers. We used to always play that like every single day as a kid.
Yeah.
yeah.
Or pulling the brakes and sending yourself sideways to see like the longest streak and shit. I've done that around cars. Like we had a good one. We were playing cops and robbers, and I was coming around the car, and I hit the brakes, and I swerved around the car in front of my friend. It was like funny.
um, I think it was maybe earlier 2024. Um, Me and my cousins were playing mini golf at the campground because we go camping 3 times every year, and oh my god, at the end we gotta hit the little ball into the or hit the ball into the little box that returns it. That's always when I hit it hardest. I bam, and it went over like 4 cars, and I was like,
Whoa! Slides away.
like
What
nobody saw that. I'll just leave that over there.
what would be a dream place for you to be? Like somewhere you could be, and it can be anything like cool. Like you could see moons, like every planet, or like stuff like that.
I think for me, just being in a nice beach house, watching the sun come up, having coffee in the morning, and listening to music.
That sounds like a dream right there.
Oh yeah.
For me, it would be somewhat of the same, but I would like to be on a beach, kind of big house, but have it where like every night, like sort of at middle of the night, just the entire Milky Way is just up there.
That would look
Like
sick.
fucking gorgeous as shit. Like every color is just bright. Like you can see it like it's almost like the entire planet just shut every light off and there's no light pollution at all.
Yeah. I feel like that's the one bad thing about planets, the light pollution
For
and
the
stuff
northern
like that.
lights, I I did blow out my tire that day, but we had to try to get somewhere. Like we had to drive almost 10 to 15 minutes out in like the middle of nowhere just to try to see somewhat of it. Which we got some of it, but we didn't see it fully because
I
I blew
saw
up my
it.
tire.
I saw the Northern Lights 2 times, 2024.
Yep, same here.
Yeah, we
I have
tried to see it
pictures
the
of it.
last time because it said, like, where I'm at, it said we were supposed to get, like, naked eye view, where you could see it from the naked eye.
Yeah,
But
we
as
actually
we
had to
were
take
getting there,
pictures.
like, we're driving and then I didn't see a curb because it had, like, brush and shit on it, so I took it too fast and I went too tight and my tire hit it and kind of boom. I was like, oh shit. And we had to
Yeah.
spend like an hour or so fixing that.
See, if I was there, it'd only take me like fun.
Well, the jack we had is a shitty one. It has a lever, but from where we had it, we had to like it's like a L shape, so we had to like
Yeah,
twist it sideways,
the bottle jack.
and my fucking knuckles scraped the ground. Like my knuckles were fucking bleeding and
Mm,
shit because of every time I had to go down, my fucking it would scrape.
yeah,
Yeah. Do I hear sirens?
What is Caden doing, bro?
yeah.
Anyway, my dream or whatever the question was, probably like a house with a bunch of unicorns outside. No, I'm kidding. A house on a mountain, probably like on a cliffside, and the ocean is right there. Kind of like Chase said, wake up in the morning, get your cup of coffee, just sit on your couch, watch the sun come up. Just right off that cliff, the ocean's right there. You can see boats drive by. Well, float by. Not, yeah, you know.
I'd like to be somewhere where it's like super beautiful, but you could see like almost every planet, and like they're super
Yeah.
clear and like fucking amazing. Or being on like an alien planet that looks like super cool, like something almost like Avatar.
Somewhat of an off-topic question. Do you guys believe in aliens, wendigos, stuff like that?
Skinwalkers and all that.
So I would
Yeah,
say
skinwalkers.
aliens and probably somewhat of Ghost, but not anything else too much like that.
I kind of believe in like ghosts and aliens.
Come on, cops, go by already. uh, wait, Chase, were you done? Or
Yeah.
are you waiting for? Okay. Um, well, I believe in like ghost spirits, whatever you want to call them, and like Wendigos and Skinwalkers. Well, Wendigo not so much for Skinwalkers. Yeah,
I feel
a
like I just
little.
have to see it to really believe it, you know? I've seen ghosts and stuff. Like, in our living room, we have this fan. And it was last week, I think. No air conditioning because, it's fucking freezing outside. And the fan in there was just spinning randomly.
Yeah.
And it was just spinning. And my stepmom, she'd ask it questions. She thinks it was her mom. And she said, "Hey mom, is this you?" And it spin again. So it's like I kind of it's not the first ghost encounter that's happened to me before. At an old farmhouse, I saw a ghost coming up the stairs,
Hmm. I'd
I
say
think.
for me, as a child, you would always be so paranoid and shit when you're watching videos and everything else of like scary videos. But every now and then,
Yeah.
you would always see something in corner of your eye, and you're like,
Oh yeah. I
Or well,
I
oh
could
god.
never watch scary videos unless I had like something near me where I could like get away, like,
The frying pan.
and that could
No,
work.
I would just stare. Like if I saw something move or noise, I'd just be like, let's stare at it and be like, I know you're there. Come out,
you guys
come out.
you guys just ever like just want to buy ghost equipment and just
Yes,
investigate your own house?
you don't have to
I
finish. Yes.
I technically already have done that. As you guys know, I do have a EMF somewhere in my
I
room.
I had an EMF. That thing broke. But
I also had
let
the
me say,
thumb
there is
things.
something in there is something in my mom's back bedroom. I will say that there's something back there. I don't know what it is, but it's something.
Yeah, I had an
Yeah.
app on my phone that would do EMF and stuff, and I would always go up to my bed, and it would always go off at a certain spot that was
Hmm.
like it seemed to be in the bed, like in the mattress
Yeah.
itself. But it'd
Oh
always
god.
go off there, nowhere else. But now I have actual equipment. But
I remember a couple months ago you went in your closet and did it, and it was freaking out.
oh yeah, it did freak out in my closet.
You got a
Um,
closet monster.
But for me, I've seen UFOs and shit. Like one night, I had a telescope, and my uncle and them came into my room. They're like, "Hey, we need your telescope." And from what I could see, there's like something floating out there, often above the military base we have here.
Mhm.
And after that, like waking up the next day, like my window was locked shut and closed the day before, and I woke up and it was wide the fuck open. Even though the latches and everything were down, it was wide the fuck open, and I had like nosebleeds almost every day after that, and then it slowly stopped.
oh boy. Now that Daniel said he saw a UFO, Area 51's gonna kidnap him.
Mm.
Well, most people see ghosts, and most like instances of them being like taken or whatever, they usually have like nosebleeds once they like wake up.
Like they got punched in the face, kind of.
Sort of like that. But it's usually after they get abducted and brought back. They usually have bloody noses.
Yeah.
They took you,
Um.
Daniel.
What?
They took you.
Yeah, they probably did. And the thing is, my room was under a porch that was kind of enclosed. So they would have had to have gone through a little door for under the porch, and they would had to somehow open, like unlock my window and slide it open.
They can go through objects.
They
Uh,
can, I think they can, but most of the time they usually open it so you can go through it.
Yeah.
then fall for something. Or well, sometimes, but um, well, I've seen shadow figures and I've heard stuff, but like after my grandma died on my mom's side, um, well, every time they would talk about her, this is in the previous house. The lights would flicker in the living room,
Hmm.
and well, her ashes were right there under the TV, and I don't know, it was weird. Like I was there, I was just standing there. They're like, "Yeah, about her." Blah 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 blah. Talking for a minute, and the lights just kind of. We didn't have bad lights in there. They're brand new. Everything wired up was brand new and just flickering.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
like
me, yeah, I used to always see like figures and shit, but it got very active after both my sister and grandma passed away a month after each other, and it got hectic until our house burned down, and then we rebuilt it, and I haven't really seen anything since. But like
Mm.
you said, yeah, we I did go in the closet with the EMF, wherever it is, and we did get that reading in there. But I use apps and shit on my phone where they can speak to us, and that always said random shit,
yeah,
and it always
I've
went
used
with the
it.
question I ask, and it's like, ugh, I don't like this no more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where I lived in the previous house, right across that lake, I had a friend. We were in his house like midnight probably, and we were using an app like that. And we were freaking. we were hiding like under a bed, bro. That was because we
Huh.
went in almost every room, asking. Oh yeah, it would answer the questions. I was like, is it just like an AI generator or like what?
I don't know what it is, but it like you use it and whatever it hears, it says.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ask like what's your name, it will pop up a name.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you ask random questions, it will answer it unless there's nothing there. But we do have instances where I was at a friend's house and we used their DSs and stuff to record their basement because their basement was active. But we would sit at top of the stairs and it's pitch black, and we would hear footsteps going up to the door. That shit was creepy. I
Yeah,
never went back to that house after that, bro. I'm not even friends with them no more.
yeah. My old neighbor, we were going down into his basement because he has like a little like game room down there, just like
Hmm.
old Wii's and stuff. Uh, I was recording because I wanted to go, go on video. I didn't touch my phone, didn't die, just full battery, whatever. The video just stopped. I was like, oops. Hello, anybody down here?
Or
Oh,
So
flashlights randomly dying on you or turning off. That's what happened to us. We had a flashlight just chilling on my bed, and then out of nowhere, it turned off.
mhm. And like it still had good battery, didn't it, or something?
Go ahead, Chase.
have you guys ever had a sleep paralysis demon? Or just sleep paralysis in general?
No.
Mm-mm.
I don't
No?
like talking to it because I don't like really talking about it because from videos that I've heard about, you talking about it could make it happen to you. So I haven't really.
I'm fine talking about it because
Yeah.
it just happened to me again recently. Like, I think it was last week. I don't know if I told y'all. It
No.
was last week or the week before. The first time it ever happened, it was at my dad's old house. And it was just like a dark, black and white like figure. And I just couldn't move. And once I closed my eyes, I couldn't open them. And then recently, I woke up and I couldn't move my arm at all. My left arm. It was just dead. I couldn't lift it up. Every time I'd pick it up, it flopped back down. Like it wasn't. I thought I broke it. I was like, what the frick? Like, what happened? I can't move
Hmm.
my arm. But it came back after a while and then I just went back to sleep.
Wait, you didn't like lean over on it and sleep on it the rest of the night, right? Because it happens to me all the time.
No, I wasn't sleeping on it.
From what I've heard, it could cause damage long term or something for sleeping on it. But it's kind of hard not to sleep on your arm and then wake up and like.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've been trying to get up with my arm. I'm trying to like lift myself, and I'm like, my arm's not moving.
my
Yeah.
arm is numb.
I mean,
But
maybe I
But
did.
I used to have like dreams where I physically could not open my eyes. Like
Yeah.
you're like you can wake up and you're like awake, but you're still dreaming. But every time you try to open your eyes, it's like they're physically glued shut.
yeah,
That night, after I saw the demon, I woke up curled in a ball. I swear. I was just at the very end of my bed, just curled in a ball. I was like, what the
it's like it
frick?
pulled your feet and you're like, no.
At
But
the end of your bed, dude, I would be up against my wall, bro.
well, I've from what I remember, I don't remember ever having one. But if I did, I'm kind of screwed because I only sleep with my feet hanging off either the end of my bed or over the side over here. They're like it'd be from like here. like right at my knee, down, just hanging
Yeah.
off.
I
So
couldn't
if
do
I
that.
did, like, yeah, if I did, I'd be screwed. But sometimes I do feel a presence, and I just
But
kind of pull my
videos
feet
and
up.
shit, yeah, if I watched any videos, I physically had to be somewhere where I knew no hands could come up. I had to have my blanket like tucked under me and have vision of everything around me.
Yeah.
I was terrified as a kid, bro.
Yeah, I'm not really scared of anything. It's just kind of it is what it is. Well, like I said, when I feel like a little cold presence, I'll just kind of pull my feet up, like, oh, my bad. I didn't know you were there.
That's kind of like ever since um grandpa passed away. I think I've always felt like he's here, but he's not at the same time. Cuz I get sometimes like when I'm outside, I swear I feel like someone's fucking watching me. Unless someone is watching me, but then like I don't know.
It's me. I'm watching you.
Well, me and my friends, like, there was a house that was in very much disrepair, and there was like clothes everywhere. There is like old shit. Like, it's like someone left there, and it's like back of the house was all burn up and shit.
Like
But
they just left
we
in a
used to
hurry.
explore that like almost all the time.
Mhm.
One day we were waiting for our friends outside, and they were being stupid and standing out in the open, and we went in, we were hanging out, and cops showed up, and we
Mm.
were put in cop cars and sent home. I got in trouble.
Hmm.
Getting brought home by a cop, yeah, that wasn't good. Like, if we find the owner and they want to trespass you, then you couldn't be trespassed from the property and shit like that. Which no one lives there, so you know.
You guys ever have something happen in your neighborhood? Cops show up, and then the cops start like just you feel like the cops think it was you, but it wasn't.
Nah, I haven't had that.
So one of our neighbors' houses got trashed, and the kids thought it was their cousin or uncle because I don't know who, but they had it out for him or something like that. And the cops just came at me and my friend. I mean, yeah, we look fucking suspicious, but I mean, what gives us the idea to trash our friend's house? Unless we're
Yeah.
joking around with them, but if we were joking with them, it was like, oh yeah, that was us. There's no need to like, get cops involved or whatever. I was confused myself, which I don't really have that many interactions with cops. They know I was nervous, I was stuttering.
Yeah.
I think the only times I've had interactions with cops is when it's for my brother, sometimes. But that was years ago. I haven't really seen a cop ever since then. Like actually talked.
I seen cops a lot for my sister since she always used to be a runaway and she was always run away at the middle of the night and then cops would show up. But for our street, there's a big fight down the street with a family that used to live way back there, but they would fight in the street and fucking cops came up and stopped and shit. But that was the only really big thing that happened except for my house burning down.
The two big things that's happened near me with cops and stuff. Our neighbor, drug addicts and stuff. I think they had a fucking meth lab in there. They like 6 or 7 cop cars like showed up. 3 on this side, like 2 or 3 on this side. It was probably like 6, and they fucking just went in there. There's obviously no one got shot, but you just see like 4 or 5 different guys being brought out in handcuffs. You could tell they're on something, and it was just weird. We were all standing out there fucking watching it, and then last year, this guy. had a generator in his house, and an ambulance showed up for carbon dioxide poisoning. Obviously, because generator house, it's gas. I don't know if anyone lives in that house anymore or not. It's pretty beat up.
Yeah, it's either the fight brought cops and everything. My sister passing that brought a fuck ton of cops. Um, our house burning down that didn't really bring cops.
Just firefighters mostly.
Mostly, yeah. But that's the truly only things I've thought like I've seen around here or in this
Um,
area in general.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had a few, like, just them asking me questions about stuff that's happened. And, like, when I went to the fair a couple years ago and I had my heat stroke, but that's about it.
Mm,
Bro, I fully thought it was the end there because I couldn't move. I didn't think anybody was gonna help me. My friend ran off, and but luckily there was like off duty, like the people that do like the ambulance and stuff. They're
paramedics.
there, yeah, yeah, paramedic, and a
Yeah.
couple firefighters are there. But
I've only had to be in an ambulance once, and that was for when I had an asthma attack.
mhm. Yeah,
And
I've never been in an ambulance.
have you guys ever like blacked out?
Yeah, like I said, I've passed out at least 4 or 5 times. The first
I've
one was in
only
school.
I've only blacked out once, and it was when I got hit in the eye by a baseball.
Um, I blacked out when I was younger when I was going downstairs at midnight because my bedroom was down there, and I had to get water. I was going downstairs. I accidentally skipped a step. The last step, I skipped it on accident. I must have just hit the concrete just right. And I woke up on the
Yeah.
floor. I was like, huh?
Mine
The
is
only thing,
pain. Any pain
yeah,
can send me overboard and have me on the floor. Or seeing any video that I see and then it's like, oh, that looks like something I have. And then, like, and, you know,
yeah, the only thing I remember about being blacked out is it was during practice. I used to be an outfielder when I first started. Completely missed the baseball, and it hit my eye. The only thing I remember after that was me being drugged to the fucking dugout. I was being dragged by my coach, another coach, and my mom.
hmm.
And they like it was blurry. Like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Huh?" They said,
Hmm?
"You okay?" I yeah, I think I don't know. I can't really fucking remember exactly what I said.
Yeah, mine was the school, and I was standing up, and then I like kind of went over, and then it kind of blacked out. Woke up, my head was hurting on basically all sides except for front.
Yeah,
Yeah, I. I mean, I got hit right. Wait, no, this side. This side because I remember my tooth broke. They were doing soccer, just gym soccer, whatever they do.
yeah.
Uh, the teacher was using the thing that catches the speed of the ball. Kid kicked it. I tried to block it. Hit me right in the cheek, right here.
Mm.
I didn't
Ooh,
get knocked out from it, but it hurt. My tooth went. Boop. It's still there. It's I got a new tooth now, but like, oh, good lord.
I
Actually,
think
that
I
was like 3 years ago.
I think I almost knocked out my coach once. So there was this thingy. It's we had batting practice, whatever. It's a ball on a string, and what they do is
Oh, yeah.
they pull it back and they kind of like whip it and throw it. They don't let go of it, but they just And I hit the ball, and it spun around him and came back and hit him in the side of the head.
Ooh.
Damn, bro.
I, brother, I sat there for like 10 minutes. Two of my friends were on me. It's like, it's okay, he's fine. I was like, are you sure? Is he really okay? And I was just fucking freaking out.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'd say we got about probably 5 minutes left. Let's go back to
Yeah.
some of these questions. So, what's an unusual skill or talent that you wished you had?
Mm.
Hmm. Hmm. Um, not being an idiot.
Hey, if you
I
weren't an
actually,
idiot, then we wouldn't be here.
Hey, we're all humble idiots, okay?
Yeah, we're all humbled idiots, bro.
I've been humbled a few times.
I don't think it's. I feel like I wish I could sing. Not like really good, but at least decent.
I mean, I've been in opera before.
Hmm.
um,
Mm. I don't really have an answer for that question, honestly, besides not being an idiot.
well, I wish I was like good at like building things,
Mhm.
like see a thing, like see like a blueprint once, and then you can just remember it all
Remember
the
it.
time.
I know what you're talking about. It's I don't know what the heck it's called, but that would be really useful. It's like okay, there's this thing. This one guy, he flipped through the pages very, very fast on something, and he remembers everything.
Mm.
I don't know what it's called, but that would be good. I already got like fucking short-term memory loss or whatever.
Huh.
I can't even remember what I did the other day, but
Because this wasn't important.
hmm.
So you don't know anything for it, Scar?
Not really.
Mm. Eh, I think we could answer
All right.
this one. Which one which one of our inside jokes is your favorite?
What do you mean?
Like
Just
our
like
inside jokes, like the
that
jokes we
we
make
have?
that we have like in our group, like us 10K, everyone, like what is our favorite inside joke?
Monk.
Monk.
I don't know why. I just love calling people monks. Because I mean, look, I don't know. It's just something. It's just my favorite thing to say. Like fucking, bro, on my Snapchat, TikTok, or whatever. What I have a monkey emoji. I'm just a monkey, bro.
I forget
Like,
most jokes that we make in here, but I think the main
yeah,
one would be like you being called Mexican when you're not.
Mexican, yeah.
Cracker. Oh,
Cracker. We don't want to turn this into slurs or anything.
Yeah, okay, yeah, guys. Let's calm down.
Let's calm down, yeah.
oh no, I'm talking about like saltine cracker. Talking about that.
Well,
Totally.
all of us are here.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
of us,
yeah. I'm a
except for
Ritz
me.
cracker.
Guys, I'm Mexican. Okay.
Yeah. You're a burnt saltine cracker.
You're totally not.
All right. Well, I think that wraps up the first episode of the Humble Idiots podcast.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't have a schedule yet, so we'll try to figure out what we can do.
Yeah.
Yep.
You
Figure out when
can
I'm
you
YouTube.
can find most of us, like me and Chase. You can find us out on
Twitch,
Twitch,
YouTube,
YouTube, anywhere else,
TikTok.
TikTok.
You can find Daniel the Man on Spotify. Go listen to his music, by the way. Daniel Pinecone, I think,
You can
right?
find me pretty much anywhere, like Spotify, Twitch, YouTube, SoundCloud, uh, Instagram, shit
TikTok
like that.
now,
TikTok as well.
because I know your music is on there too. Pops up every once in a while, just like in my. Oh,
Most
you should do this.
most of everything will just be normally Daniel Pinecone. You can
Mine will just
everyone
be
should know that.
infused, maybe infused underscore 12.
Infuse, you
That'll.
can find him on most things. Instagram. Do you
I
have
think my
Instagram?
Twitch. I do not have Instagram now.
His main is Twitch, YouTube, and that's pretty much it.
Infused
Twitch,
underscore
YouTube,
12 on
TikTok.
Twitch and YouTube and TikTok. I think.
Yeah, yeah, your videos pop up every once in a while about like lethal and all that.
But we will see you on the next episode.
Next episode will drop whenever. This will also get dropped whenever. But
10,000 years later.
Hopefully by this
10,000
week or
years.
next week.
Yeah.
Well,
So
peace.
thank you guys all for watching this video. And once we get this sent out, like, subscribe, we'll try to get everything put out on like Spotify and get
We
our
will
own
put
page.
YouTube links, Twitch links in the description, by the way, for our
Also,
Twitch and YouTube.
we do have a TikTok. It'll be the Humbled Idiots podcast. And is that pretty much it?
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hip the hell out of here.
Yep.
See you guys.
Yep.